Well, does silver follow the Koran? Sure, it does. Anyway, that's one good thing. Anyway, I could say positive about the Koran, but I'm not going to say one thing else positive about it. But this is not a couple of White House interns. I think Obama is a little bit more into other types, but we also have to look at some other cultures under a different light here in the West and modify them and change them to a little bit of Western ideology so we can get along here a little bit better. As far as what's going on today in the markets, it looks like oil is taking a major plummet again, and it broke through 80. Now, it's my contention that actually some of the oil-producing areas in the United States can actually have their break-even point is 57. It's not across the board like every oil-producing area of the USA is at $80. But that is roughly around in the low 80s is where their break-even point is going on. But what's going on right now is they're actually destroying the Brazilian economy. But what they really got going on here too is also to destroy the Iranian economy too. And as that happens, a new wave from the West is going to be coming over, a new morality and a new openness and new glasnost and new freedom coming from the West. I think the Koran's going to be a little bit more modified, and as we see things change, Brazil's getting clobbered. Brazil's getting clobbered on the markets too, and it's what Peter Schiff predicted years ago so far has not happened, and the Russians also have been downgraded. You can say, well, that doesn't mean anything, but considering that 50% of their money, their economy is export of oil, and oil prices are hitting record lows practically since I think it was June 2012. Well, they're going down, man. They're going down. I already know what they're doing. I could tell now what they're doing again. Now, after the fact of what's going on, they want to drive out the competition. What the hell else? What did John D. Rockefeller used to do, man? Undercut the competition, drive them out, takes it over, and then the prices go up, right? Yeah. So anyway, we just got to think about what's going to happen with all those Iranian women when they come over here, and they're starving, so they're going to have to keep some of their traditions intact, but not everything. Not everything the way it's going to be. As far as with the markets themselves, they're actually rolling over, even though you're not seeing that today. Like if you look today, you say, hey, the Dow is down like 7 points, big deal. It's been going up, it's been going down, but this is typically what happens before the big rollover, and I'm talking about like a major crash. We might be like days away from it or just a few weeks. I don't think Soros is going to lose out even on his August 2013 bets. I don't think he's going to lose out on them. But 5 years from now, the markets might be double what they are. They'll crash, and it'll freaking pump them up again. That's what's going to happen. So the other deal is, we also have the problem with Russia. Russia's also like, it's almost like the hunt for Red October. Remember the hunt for Red October in the Swedish waters with the submarines? Russia's feeling the pinch. Vladimir Putin feels like a little rat. I don't know. The guy, actually, I don't really dislike this guy. It's just that I'm more frustrated with the Westerners thinking that this yo-yo is going to do us a favor. He's not. He's a crook unto himself, for crying out loud. But the hunt for Red October is going on in Swedish waters. I think the sub's already gone, man. They'll probably be looking for it, and they'll be looking for nothing. But that's the same kind of tactics they were playing in during the Cold War era all the time. So, it's a matter of, is it going to happen now or is it going to happen later as far as, the market's rolling over too? I think it's going to happen now. It's going to happen very soon. You know what the deal is? And, this is Marilyn Monroe version of Burka here. But, what's going on here with 1929 all over again? Actually, if you look in the markets when they corrected in 1929, the same pattern. 1973, same pattern. 1987, same pattern. 2000, same pattern. 2007, same pattern. that we got going on right now in 2014. In 2014. And, you're looking at, it's hard to say if it's a 7-year cycle or a 12-year cycle or 15-year cycle or whatever it is. But we had the peak, it went down, and it rose up a little bit, and then it's gonna super crash, and that's it. That's all there is to it. So, I'm not telling you a big freaking story here that it's not going to happen. It is going to happen. It sounds stupid when things are going on in the world and everything's looking rosy and pink, at the time, and you're saying, hey, there's a storm coming. Oh, no, everything's going great. Everything's flying high. And, you just look like an idiot telling somebody like this, and I'm not being a doom and gloomer. It's going to correct. But, 5 years from now, the markets might be double what they are even today. They might be might have 30,000 Dow. We might have 30,000 Dow 5 years from now. Like when things start going down and we have this major correction like we had in 2007, 2008, whatever. 2008 actually. What happened is, people they tend to think, the trend's going to keep going. It's not going to keep going, So anyway, we got the same deal anywhere, and what I think is going to keep us going actually is the silver more than anything. If everybody demanded payment in silver, including the one that's walking on the street, you'd see such a freaking demand for silver that they just couldn't keep up the production. They just couldn't keep up with it. Now, someday, maybe they'll have robots, and I know they're always using more and more machinery to mine things, but as things progress. But, the way I look at things, we got a pretty damn complicated society, but I can tell you what's going on, too, with this stuff. And the reason I put this Burkas stuff out here, because, first off, a few reasons. First off, people say, no, you should put the bikinis out. So, okay, I'll put Burkas out. But, I know most of my audience on here anyway. I think from statistics is like 95% male, and they keep demanding I put the bikinis back. So I said, okay, well, I'll put the burkas back on. But I'll tell you what's going on with the elite are playing. A lot of the Muslims aren't really so super duper radical. What they're playing is depopulation. Conflict produces change. And they're trying to get everybody to freaking kill each other so they can freaking have the world taken over and run it with 500 million people or 300 million people like Ted Turner wants. And they'll have all the best automation and robots, and they own every damn thing. So, like, what we're actually doing and trying to accomplish with silver, it's an investment, but it's also a matter of independence, and it's going back to real nuts and bolts where we are trying to stay away from the powers to be that put the thumb down on us. That's really what's going on. That's why people ran to this Bitcoin stuff, which I didn't like. But, you got to watch. You got to stay true to the freaking cause all the way, because eventually, when I look at it like this, is the elite are basically the useless eaters, not us. Not us. The elite are. The ones that are pulling this shit on the top, they're the useless leaders. And sometime in the future, the point is where we got a big danger is the technology itself that can outstrip individual efforts. But at the other, it's almost like the elite have all the swords and the peasants got sticks, and they can control people pretty easily that way with high tech. But sometimes low tech has a lot that can counter high tech. And low tech is actually silver. So the more things change, the more they stay the same. Someday Iran's probably going to go back to a little bit Iran, whatever. It's going to go back to more the way they were and get rid of this, it's too far strictness. And, I just got to look at it this way, because people are people everywhere in the world. And, but, I just want to put it out that silver actually does follow the Koran. It follows it follows everything, man. It follows the way money should be all the way back. And, the thing is that just takes everybody out. It takes everybody out that's a crook, basically, in Wall Street. Wall Street is nothing but a bunch of, we look at these markets here, right? We say, the NASDAQ or whatever, the Dow, the S&P. There's no traders on that damn market. That whole damn market is nothing but web bots trading back and forth to each other, man. Why do you think, what do you think's going on with the price of silver and everything? Why is oil going down? Why is oil going down like this? They say, it's the demand. Somebody's writing the demand is going down. Yeah, because the demand's been down for a long time. They're bringing it down with web bots and everything, electronic means. They got traders going that are nothing but web bots trading against each other and they're bringing the price down. And, actually, I'm going to tell you, though, getting real and getting right down to basics and getting where you defend your own area. Every person is his own kingdom. Every person is his own castle. Every person owns his own money. Every person stands on their own 2 feet. Every person is 100% self-sufficient. Then it comes down to we run the government don't run us. That's the way it goes, man. So anyway, this is going to be more of a video to bridge the cultural divide, because in the future, I think what's going to happen here is after Wall Street totally decimates Brazil, Iran, or whatever, I always say it, Iran, Russia, Syria, with the oil prices, and they're going to bring them back up. And the way they're going to bring them back up is they need a war to bring them up. See? It's that eventually is going to happen. That's when your metals are going to soar like crazy. And they already got the implementation to do it right now. It's already in place. It's called ISIS. This stuff is taking a hell of a lot longer than I thought. That's what's weird about it. But I'm not letting moss grow under my feet. I'm going into, and I'm actually going to tell you, like we're going on with that HHO stuff I have, putting the vehicle, the Jeep, whatever it is, because when oil prices go way up, you're going to be suffering quite a bit, and we're going to have to look for ways to conserve. They're down right now, but like I said, that's nothing but web bots trading with each other. And I'd like to do a little trade with these Burkas over here too, but, that's just the way it goes, man. I don't know. Obama is a strange person, Every time I see that guy, now that I've seen the specials and all the analysis on Michelle Obama and the Joan Rivers comment, I really have wonder about Obama to the max, man. It's like, I used to think Bill Clinton was pretty bad till Obama came in office. But anyway, if he's a Muslim, I'd be keeping some interns like this in the White House instead of his crazy wife over there. I don't know, man. I'm making some political remarks here, but I'm telling you right now, this guy, it's getting stranger and stranger, man, in the White House. That's all I got to tell you. And, the elite are playing a game on us. That's what's going on. Yeah. The elite are playing a game on us. They're getting us to freaking fight each other, kill each other off. They're doing the same thing with the Muslims with ISIS. What do you think ISIS is in there for? They're freaking, they're paying them, man. They're paying them so they can start trouble and kill each other off. That's what they're doing, man. Hey, we're all big one human community, you know what I mean? So let's all jump in the pile and have fun. That's the way I look at it. Anyway, over and out, and keep on trucking with that spooky stuff, and it'll save you from the microbes while we're keeping up with the silver. And make yourself lots of colloidal silver. It ain't bad. And I do want to warn people that colloidal silver junk is not a cure-all, man. But it ain't bad. It sure ain't bad. Anyway, over and out, and keep on trucking with them Burkas in high heels.